Everybody, back at it again, this time with a Zenyatta slash Brig vote review in Gold 1, and this is clearly the first take of the intro. Gold 1. I think the first push was not optimal, but I'm not sure how I could have done it differently. I think getting jumped by Monkey was definitely an issue the first point. I did not see him, but I felt a little frustrated with the lack of
cohesive
sensitivity, and I think it might be because of target prioritization. Okay, let's hop in game and see what's gonna happen at 120. Okay, let's watch this first. I would like to stop being in windowed. Please.
The odds are against us.
At 120, just talking about the first fight, that's it? It's Gold 1. Okay, it's this fight. The kill on Tracer was good. Wait, no, I think that was too ugly. Wait, we're still gonna vote give you this team fight. Okay, this team fight. We're gonna check out this team fight. So this is the team fight in which you said you were lost. Okay, so quick Zenyatta introduction. Very fast, because you're Gold 1. So before fight starts, you start with right click. When fight starts, you go with left click. That's very easy to understand how you can use his balls. Secondly, you juggle with 3 balls at the same time. Your harmony with 2 balls maximum out of your 3. You use your healing orb, your discord orb, or your your damage orbs overall. So 2 of them at the same time. Do not use 3 of them. So you're not gonna like heal Doomfist, discord Winston, and shoot Tracer. You're gonna put the orb on somebody and then focus on the other things. Thirdly, play your life if you're playing against heroes that want to dive you really hard. So let's watch this entire regroup situation. When regrouping happening, and I'm still kind of like dropping some frames, but we can still vote give you this. It's a vote give you, so it's not gonna be that smooth. So when fights like these are happening at the beginning, because first team fight was lost, we have to keep track of who from the enemy team died, and think about where we want to position ourselves in order to do a lot of damage to the enemies rather than just walk back from spawn and dying instantly. So you have to pre-plan fights. This is something as a support what you have to do. It's not necessarily for Zenyatta, but for supports that lack a lot of mobility like Zenyatta or Rana, you have to pre-plan fights. Okay? So in this case, you walking here in the middle, maybe not knowing what's gonna happen, like you don't have a plan. You go there and then that's gonna happen. Here's the plan with Zenyatta 99% of the times. I'm gonna get myself into a good angle and I'm gonna spam. So, you're walking back from spawn, nobody from the enemies died. You're walking back, you see them jump in. This means that you gotta be safe. I'm just watching from third person view. This means that you gotta be safe. There is no reason for you to walk over here in front because you are in dash distance of Tracer / Winston and they can follow up on the kill very easily. Good kill on the Tracer though. This is like a very small, I would say, this is not necessarily Zenyatta play. This is mostly of an understanding of what the enemy team wants to do to you and what you can do to them. It's not necessarily with Zenyatta, but let's see how it's gonna go with my explanation. Maybe we can make it about Zen here as well a little bit more. So I'm gonna swap to desktop. You're gonna get flashbang. 3, 2, 1, flashbang. Sorry about the flashbang. So here's what's happening. I've been talking about this concept for a very long time. It's what I call juiciness. You have to be juicy. You hear me? Juicy. So we're gonna do it like this. This is Winton. Wait, I want to do it with red, bro. So enemies. This is Winton, okay? And Winton has this distance to get to you, right? So, and he has this range to do damage to you. Very simple example. And you are Zenyatta. Wait, actually he has a little bit of a bigger range. He has like this. And you are Zenyatta. If you are anywhere in this radius when he goes for you, okay, then you are in his effective range. And it's very easy for him to go to you. Apart from that, if you are anywhere in this area as well, he can just chase you or do a very short jump to get to you. So this entire area, although Winton's over here, it means that he's controlling this area. This is his. This is his area. Okay, this is his. This is with yellow. Imagine it with yellow. This is with orange. This entire area is risky, is contestable for Winton, right? But if you play way in the back from over here, then Winton will never go for you because he can only jump until here, and if he wants to get to you, you're gonna die. Now, this is where the juiciness factor comes in, and this is a thing that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about whenever they're playing. You want to be able to bait the enemies to go to you while you're being safe. Because if they think that they can go to you, and you bait them to do that, because you have a good disengage, right? You have a wall around you, you can kite them, then you are at the beginning of the fight as close as you possibly can to the enemies without dying, right? Which means that you're gonna have an easier time landing your shots, your Zenyatta balls in this case, and also ask for resources from the enemy team that are going to try to invest into you. So, juiciness factor, explained IRL. I'm Winton, I'm Ana. Okay, I'm Ana. Winton leap, I walk back. I expect the leap. I don't stay Winton leap and I'm here. Winton leap, I walk back. Or even earlier. He goes, boom, I kite him. Same thing here, right? So let's say I'm Zenyatta, and I'm playing from somewhere over here. This is juiciness factor. If Winton dives here, then the second he jumps, I can just go back. And I'm gonna be outside of his range because I already started walking back. He's gonna be here, I'm gonna be here, then I'm gonna be here, and he's gonna be here. Does that make sense? Like, you consistently bait them back, because if you play way in the back, they're never gonna go for you. And this doesn't apply necessarily with Winston, only with Winston, it applies with every hero in the game. And why this is important is because of this exact team fight. So, yes, you're coming back from spawn, yes, this is incredibly scuffed, but we're not gonna go over the incredibly scuffed thing. We're gonna go over the fact that we do not have a plan. So right now we're walking back. We're walking back, we're walking back. Let's watch from this point of view. Let's watch from where exactly you saw them. The tree is just jiggling. Walk back. They dive. You're afraid. They dive. Good understanding of like walking in a little bit, because they don't have line of sight. You know, you want to do some damage, you want to discord. The good intention there. He's low HP. Widow dies, and now you're thinking. I can see you. I can see inside your brain. Whoa. 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 You know what I mean? And now you're in Tracer's dash range. So, how I would have approached this? Like, I can see you, you think, do I go left, do I go right? Do I do that, do I do that? Instead of, I have a plan, I'll respect my plan. So I walk back, Winton dives, and you go like, okay, Zembra's dead, Widow's dead, what can I do to help Widow? There's a big bubble. I can shoot the bubble. That's what I can do. I can shoot the bubble and maybe discord Winston and maybe heal the Widow. If I can't do it, then okay, fine. But I have to care about myself first. Okay? Because Widow's low HP. You're not a support that has burst healing. Okay? So if you see like somebody that's low HP getting dived, you will never save them. You can barely save them with Transcendence here. Okay? So don't invest that many resources into them. Yes, Winston's juicy, but realize that you hear a Tracer and you hear a Winston. So you go over here. Your team is down 2, you're in a 3 versus 5. Right now you're looking for an instant kill. Okay, you're looking for like a trade kill. So instead of hesitating here, pick a wall and then move. You know? It's like... This is like the best examples, but imagine you have to clear a room, okay? You're part of, I don't know, a special combat group, and you have to clear a room. You're not gonna walk in the room like, hey guys, how you doing? So anybody here? Anyone here? No, nobody? Okay, fine. You clear every corner. You go like this. Wait, you go... SWAT. Okay, clear. 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 Same thing here. You just walk in, and right here in the open. Hey, is anybody here? Please shoot me. I told you they weren't here. So you have to clear. You have to clear. You have to find the wall and clear. So in this case, you're walking back. Winton dives in. Instead of being in the open, instantly, I need cover. I need cover. I'm gonna play around this car. Even this car is more cover. Okay, so right now you're thinking, this is cover. This tiny car is cover. Because you can go from this car, and then you can walk back, and then you have cover from over here. Does that make sense? Or, you walk back from over here instantly, and you play from the left side and spam them from here. Like, you see, your kiting was really good here. But, here's the issue. This is your best friend. Who is this? This is not a vehicle. This is a wall. And walls are your best friends in the game. Look at this. You're just fighting them in the open. You're fighting them in the open. And your aim and your instinct is amazing. It's really good. But right now, look at this. You would have rolled a tracer. You could have just stayed here. Imagine if you would have stayed here. This is isolating the target. Because if you play from over here, then the enemies can just see you from here. This is the area of attack, and 2 or 3 enemies can see you here. Meanwhile, if you play from over here, only tracer can see you. So use cover, bait them in. You see me do this a ton, and you see every player do this a ton. Okay. Let's continue with the second part of the VOD. The second part of the VOD, give me a second. Okay, second part. First point at 10:35 or so, it was lost, and I'm not sure how it got out of control so quickly. Maybe not enough heals or bad focus. I think if I had better mechanics, I could have killed Life Weaver or should have focused on helping Soldier or got Junkrat quicker, but I don't know how I could have saved it. I find it hard to defend as Zen because he's such a glass cannon. League of Legends player, I love that term, glass cannon. So I was wondering how to do this better. I think I need to play safer, but I struggle getting the balance when I also want to get DPS value too. Okay. Last push on attack was unlucky. Okay, maybe we're going to check this out too, but let's go at 10:35. 10:35. What's happening at 10:35? Is it working, please? 10:35 first point defense. Wait. Why are you here at the beginning? Let's watch one team fight from the beginning.
Ready for battle.
You know, it's not about Zen's job to save people or whatever, but it's more about how to get maximum value out of anyone you play. Okay, before we review this, send a bar because you're in chat. What is Zenyatta's strength? What does Zenyatta do the best compared to every other support in the game? What does Zenyatta do better than everyone else in the game? In the support roster? What is Zenyatta's strength? Discord. And what does Discord do? What does Discord do? Discord make enemy die. Okay, then why are you a pacifist? Enable teammates with Discord and heal. No. You can only pick one. You can only pick one. Zenyatta, compared to everybody else in the support roster, specializes in DPS. You pick him to do damage. It's like you said earlier, glass cannon. You're playing a mid laner or like a top laner that just goes for a glass cannon build just to win the 1v1s, just to do a ton of damage. You do not pick Zenyatta for the heal. You pick Zenyatta for the damage. So in this case, you want to look for every single opportunity to do damage. It being by you actually landing the shots on them or by discording the targets to increase the outcoming damage from your team. So obviously you starting here at the beginning is a big no-no. You have to start a little bit closer to them. Even a Discord orb is on. You probably was checking something out, but remember this. First fight is usually the most important fight in rank. On defense and on attack. First fight is usually the most important one. Interesting. Nice kick. It's still the entire team fight. That was nice. That was nice. Okay, so why did I ask you about what's the important part about Zenyatta? What's Zenyatta's strength? It's about damage. So in this case, I'm gonna count the seconds in which you do not do damage to the enemies, not necessarily by landing shots, but by pressuring them with your left click. So look at this. The team fight lasts, I would say, from 350. From 350. It's still going. almost 50 seconds. The fight lasts almost 50 seconds. Out of these 50 seconds, I'm just gonna give you an example in which you would have had possibility to do damage. Counts. This is good. I'm gonna go like this. 1, 2, good. 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9 for a little bit. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You get what I mean? Like, you play him, how would I say? There's no fluidity, right? So you play him kind of like this. Instead of ebb and flow. Does that make sense? So like for you, I can see that you're undecisive of what I want to do. I'm going to make it very simple. Okay? Very simple. So note this now in Zenyatta. Before fight start, charge your balls. Okay? So let's go at the beginning.
Ready for battle.
Before fight starts,
5, 4, 3, 2,
charge your balls. You're AFK here, unlucky. Doesn't matter.
Defend objective
Fine.
A.
One right click. All you can do, one right click.
I'm here.
When the fight starts, left click. I'm not exaggerating. Left click, 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 left click. They get out of range. You can either continue with left click, you can reload, or you can look for a burst kill. This is good so far. Maybe you can look for a pick on Reaper. You hear the audio, so you're a little bit scared.
Thanks for the
You try to go for the right click. Nobody's close, so you just throw it there. Now the fight continues. Left click, left click, left click. And now, here's the risky part. Here's the thing that you gotta do. You gotta press W. When you're down 1, play your advantage, because 5 is bigger than 4. Forehead. If you're down 1, you know how you are? You kind of like... How can I say? Kind of like a dog that wants to go outside, right? And they're about to run, and you're about to get released, right? You're like,
noted.
let me go. And then you're out, and then you sprint in them. Same thing here. Am I safe? We got 1. Can I go? Yes, I can go. Winston's out of here. I want to go. Go. I want to go. I still want to go. You know what I mean? And over here, in the team fight, of course, just left click consistently. But the reason why you probably don't want to do this, you probably like in this situation, is because of your positioning primarily. I would say that this is more of a conceptual thing with Zenyatta. You're playing Zenyatta like you would play Brig. Every support, and every hero for that matter in the roster, has certain strengths and weaknesses and positions from which they get a bunch of value. You playing here, up close to the walls with cover, you have good understanding of the game. But your main issue right now, while I'm looking at the VOD, is the fact that you're playing Zenyatta as you would play Brig. They're different heroes. You have to play to Zenyatta's strengths. So Zenyatta does a lot of damage. If Zenyatta does a lot of damage and he is glass cannon, then how can I get the most amount of value? I can play close to walls and stuff and to my team, and they can help me because I can land more shots, or I can play safer and just do more damage. Here's a quick trick. Playing with Zenyatta is like this. The longer the fight goes, usually you'll win the fight. So if one team is playing with Lucio Mercy, there's not a lot of heal. The only way they can win a 1 minute engage, a 1 minute fight, is if they go explosive. Boom. Same when you're watching high rank games. You're 3 or 4 versus 5, and we call for an engage. They go boom. Because that disadvantage, you don't let them get advantage out of the fact that you're down 1. So in this case with Zenyatta, if your strength overall, because you're playing with Zenyatta and you have Discord Orb and your team has more damage, then make the fight longer. The longer it is, in this case, it's not gonna hurt. It will hurt, but not you, it's gonna hurt the enemies. So, the longer the fight, the better it is. Now, how do you make a fight longer? Play in undivable positions. So in this case, you start with a right click. Let's do a quick rotato potato. You can start with a right click, right? And then I would say control this room. Controlling this room would give you like so much more space. And Let's watch from over here. So right now, Winston jumps in. Imagine you walk here. Wait, I did this in the past VOD reviews as well. So let me just walk with you. So you want to go for the guy, click there. He's dead. And now I'm gonna walk. Oh, a pick. Okay, Winston might dive me. By the way, you can cancel your right click by meleeing. You can cancel your right click by meleeing because I see that this is something that you're not doing. So over there, you don't have anyone to hit. If you didn't want to release your right click, you can just cancel it by meleeing. It's gonna consume your ammo, but you're gonna be faster at like starting to spam with left click. So right now Winston dives in, and I'm gonna walk with you. I'm walking. I'm walking. I'm jumping. I'm walking. I'm walking. Discord on him. Bam. Bam. I know Winston's gonna have jump again soon, what we talked a little bit earlier. So I'm already positioning myself somewhere over here. See, this is a little bit more aggressive than here. And now boom. Boom. Stay here, bait Winston engage. Then I can go back. He jumps me. I can drop from over here and my team can help me. With Kiriko and with Soldier and Winston would die. Or if you play from here, let's continue this. You get a kick. And now, instead of kiting back, you can just drop on Winston and shoot the Winston. Or you can go left side and look for an angle. Because right now you're out of the fight. He just took you out of the fight. Imagine if you would have walked left and even started doing some pressure from over here. Or if you would have dropped and shoot from here. Let's watch this entire team fight right after you kick him. So he dies. Or it's a little bit uglier. Look. You kick him. And now how would have the fight went if you would have dropped? You drop in the bubble, doesn't matter, and you're in cover. You orb the Hanzo. You can even kick the Winston away, but you can use this as cover. Bubble would have broken. Hanzo would have probably lived because of your orb. And you just, even if he dies, left click, 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 left click. Who knows what would have happened? Left click, left click, left click, bam, 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 bam. Non-stop, non-stop damage. And while doing this, you want to kite back as well. You can go over here on top. Discord him. Or even rotate to that side and play with Soldier. So, it's like a pattern. I'm going to open Paint again, because we're not going to have time to visualize another time. You don't think Zenyatta can win in a Winston 1v1 reliably, to be honest? You have a wall. Use the wall. You kick him. You go under the wall. Your team is next to you. And then just play around that. Because like whenever in these two team fights that we watched, you were always in the open. Okay, so it's like this. How can I say this? Maybe this is gonna help you a little bit more. Set camp. Does that make sense? Exactly, like set camp.
Smiles.
So like for example, I'm starting the team fight here. And then I'm gonna go 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 here. And this is, for example, this is the most aggressive spot. This is risky spot. This is risky spot. This is the safest spot. And this is risky spot. If I play in position 1, 90% chance damage, 90% chance dead. If I play from here, 30% damage, 10% dead. Does that make sense? Like every position that you play from gives you certain percentages. And this goes to talk to you about what type of player are you. If you want to climb because you're in gold, I would not recommend playing from these areas in the beginning. You said that you got to plat. I recommend playing from these areas. So to translate this, in-game example, okay? In-game example for position 1, position 2, position 3, position 4, position 5. Let me swap to this. Bridge, position 1. Incredibly risky. If you're really good mechanically, you can just control this entire area of the map. You can Bam, bam, bam from over there on top. You can ask for resources. You can drop on the side. All good. This is position 1. Very risky, but if this would be a top 500 player in a gold lobby and they want to get 5 kills, this is where they would play from. Position 2 would be from over here. Okay? This is position 2. Why? Because it's risky to control this area, risky to control this area, risky to control this area. But if the enemies ignore you, they're gonna goal you. Position number 3 would be from over here. Right? Over here. Like, yes, they can shoot at me, but I can shoot at them. Which is exactly what we talked about earlier with Winston. Position 4 would be an incredibly safe one from long distance because they do not have anyone else that can roll you from the enemy team. Roll you as in, they cannot one-shot you. If the enemies cannot one-shot you, like they don't play with Hanzo or with Widowmaker, or they're not even playing with Sombra that can flank around and get to you, then we can play incredibly long range with Zenyatta. So, if the enemies don't play with one-shot characters or with Sombra, you can play in Nagnia. As long as you have range of your Discord Orb and your Healing Orb to apply them. Because you're going to be safe from that area. And number 5, which is this one, this is also very risky because you can contest every area possible, but you have no cover, and you'd have to translate from area 5 to area 1, or from area 5 to area 4 to a safe one. I think in future I should look at the new maps especially and think about where to set up camp. Exactly. Like, you need rotations. Players don't talk about this that much. Rotations are one of the easiest ways of learning how to position accordingly. Because it's easy to say, oh, so here's a VOD review. Oh, do that. Bro, shut up. If you maintain rotations and you understand what's an aggressive position, what's a mediumly aggressive position, and what's a safe position, you'll get more results. So, like, for example, if you see me play a lot of games, you're going to see that in some games, I play very safe to talk with chat. In tournaments, I usually play in orange areas, or if we're losing, in red areas to apply pressure. So, do the same. In this case, look, let's go on this part of the map, for example. Let's analyze this. Think about it like this. Red is maximum, red is greedy, orange is maybe, green is safe. So, like, for example, a team fight happening over here, right? A team fight happening over here. This is orange. Flanking from here is red. And playing from here is green. Because you have cover from everywhere. Maybe think about them like colors, you know? So again, this is kind of red. It's risky. This is orange, I mean. This is red because you want to flank. Flanking from behind is also red. But these are the types of plays that you're going to see in GM, or you see like GM players doing these ratings. And this is green because this is very safe. If you want to climb, I suggest doing as many of red and orange areas as possible. And if you're feeding a lot, go back into green areas. Okay, with this being said, let's hop an Olaf review. Let's hop in Olaf review. So we're in Olaf review right now. So, I did data. Aim, positioning, cooldowns, decision making. It's pretty difficult to talk about about all of them right now because I think that you gotta work on all of them. We haven't seen like a lot of from these VOD reviews, from these 2 key moments, because we saw something about aim. We saw, like, of course, if you land more shots, you're gonna do better and stuff. It is a positioning difficulty. It is also a cooldown management issue, also decision making issue. So I'm gonna be like 25, 25, 25 with all of this. You know, I'm just gonna keep it like this. This is good. This is good and bad at the same time. It is good because on one hand, you can improve at a lot of things and you can pick on what you want to improve on the fastest to get results. So you will eventually climb. You're a very, very well-rounded player. It's kind of like you just started bodybuilding, I guess. Bodybuilding. You're into fitness and you have all areas on your body developed. Like, your muscles are well developed everywhere. It's not like you're skipping leg day and you have to work on your legs, you know, so your legs can support your body. Yeah, like you're well-rounded as a player. But on the other hand, it's a big issue in seeing results fast. Because it's not like you can just spend 10 hours in aiming and you're going to win games. With this being said, you have two options. You can either go full Pepega on one and improve really fast, or you can work on all of them. I suggest doing two very simple things for you that will get you to high rating incredibly fast. So, I recommend you do the following. Think of areas with green, yellow, green, orange, / yellow, and red. So, red, risky, but high risk, high reward. But if something's happening, then I lose everything. Green, the safest, and I'm not going to be the reason why I lose the team fight, but I'm not going to be the reason why I win the team fight. Orange / yellow should be the areas in which I play the majority of times. Orange / yellow. Now, think of areas with green, orange, yellow, with green / orange or yellow, whatever you want, and red. This means that you need to have a plan. Have a plan before fight. This can be incredibly easy. You do not need to think about areas being green, orange, yellow, and red at the beginning, as long as you understand the concept. So, you go like this. I want to play there. I don't know why, but I play from there. You play from there. After you die, or after you win the fight, you go like, was that a green area, a yellow area, or a red area? If it was a green area, then maybe try to push it a little bit later. You know? Number 3, I recommend you do the following. Play to your hero's... think so. Strength. Okay? So in this case, Zenyatta does a ton of damage. The longer the fight, the better it is. Just as a heads up, with Zen specifically, the longer the fight, the better it is. So keep this in mind. And this is just about it, honestly. And 4, aim train for confidence. Dude, I can't type. Aim train for confidence. Because I feel like sometimes you're hesitating with what you want to do because you don't trust your aim that much. You're kind of like afraid of the enemies. Don't respect the enemies. Fish the enemies. Fish them. So what to work on to improve fast? Every game, think of 1 green, 1 orange / yellow, and 1 red area. And 1 red area. Every game, play from 1 red area and 1 orange area. Thinking is different than playing from there. I want you to play from like 1 red and 1 orange area per game. What this means is that if you feel like you get anxiety or like your blood starts boiling or your heart starts beating, then you're probably playing risky. Do risky plays. If you want to climb, mess up hard so that you can learn hard, okay? And number 3, while doing this, if you want to get away with super bad positioning, I'm gonna give you an incredibly easy trick. Aim train 20, 30 minutes a day. This can be go in deathmatch with Zenyatta, do aim lab, do Kovacs, do workshop modes with Zenyatta, right? Do, for example, I'm gonna write you some codes. Voxta with Voxta code. Just put on some music and condition yourself. If you like cardio, okay? If you like cardio. So just do 20 to 30 minutes a day. This can also be like while aim training, while queuing up for games. And you will see that even if you play from risky positions, you're going to be like, oh, good thing I aimed well. This being said, I aim practice for 20 minutes, 100 kills. No, do not do that. Do not aim for kills that much. Do not aim for kills. Pre-workout, okay, you should make it 30. Make it 30. Complicate it. I'm gonna show you, okay? So, really fast. I know that this VOD review has been going on for a while, but this is actually a very interesting one conceptual-wise, because we have some things that we have never discussed in any of the VOD reviews so far. You talk about Zenyatta, okay? You say that, Mr. Streamer, but I am already aim training. Oh, really? Okay, fine. You're aim training. You say that you're into fitness. What happens when you hit a plateau? You complicate it. So like, for example, I'm gonna miss everything, but just for the sake of the example. Of course, this is on easy, so you just aim at them, right? This is gonna be harder. Okay. But then Mr. Streamer, I do this already. Complicated. Fine. No hard. Fine. Do it while crouching non-stop. Fine. Just aim like this.
Taking flight.
Fine. Just aim like this. Fine. Just aim like this. Fine. Just aim like this. You know what I mean? Progression. It's kind of like, yeah, dude, so I can run 10 kilometers in 1 hour. Okay, increase the distance, increase the speed, add extra weight in your backpack. Do something like that, and you're gonna find results really fast. Hope you found the VOD review useful. And please let me know in the comments in the future when we're gonna post this if you climbed or not after it.